Hello there, and welcome to the highlights of our commentary for The Thing. My name is Will, and today I'm joined by Jack.
Hello, sir.
But before we get into the video, feel free to like and subscribe, as it really does help us out, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you, and enjoy the video. I would say Rob Bottin is definitely the MVP of this film.
Yeah.
But I thought this is his film, and he said he worked for a year and a half, or something like that, every day on this film, and he ended it in the hospital.
Yeah, exhaustion,
Yeah.
He was just living at the studio. Like, they were like, go home, and he was just like, no.
What's even crazier is he was younger than me when he made this. He was 22.
22, yeah.
And he was 23 when it came out, so I'm the same age as him now, when this film came out.
There's so much to talk about this film.
You've got an hour and 40 minutes, go for it.
It's
Fill your boots. I just love practical effects. I just think they are so much better than
the music.
Than anything. I would go as far as to say this is a perfect film.
Yeah, I know. This is...
As in, there's no... I have one fault, and I don't like the fact you see the spaceship crash land, because then you know it's an alien. Whereas it would be so much better if it was just like, what is this thing? Is it an alien, or is it living on Earth? Is it...
Yeah.
But you know it's an alien, and I think that kind of peels back a layer. It doesn't peel back all the layers, but it just peels back one. Shoot again!
Shoot again!
You only wounded him.
I remember... Obviously, they speak Danish.
Yeah.
So when they land, you don't obviously have a translation for what they say. So in cinemas in Denmark, they're saying like it's an alien.
Oh, so they're like,
there's something wrong. Yeah, they had the film basically spoiled for them. Oh, there's Wilfred Brimley, R.I.P.
Diabetes.
Yeah, people don't realise that's him as well. That's such a good little mention.
I like how McCready. So McCready's the pilot. So his job is essentially to fly them there, sit there for a year, and then fly them out. So for a year, he's just playing chess and drinking scotch.
Took him a year to grow that beard as well.
And Kurt Russell, he just strains and it comes out. I like how he pours the scotch in that computer, which is 1982, so that would have cost like 10 grand or something, that computer. Yeah. I love this bit. He just blow his arms off. He's probably drunk all the time, McCready, isn't he?
I saw a theory with it that he was an ex-Vietnam pilot.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yeah. I think everyone's brilliant in this though. It's just...
They're all so different, and they've all had to live together for God knows how long.
Yeah. Oh, I got a Funky Town chef.
Yeah.
We had war with Norway.
Oh, just like the cut. So when did you first watch this?
You know what? I must have watched this. I must have watched it when I was like 10.
Really?
I watched it really young. Yeah. I was just to say I watched all horror films like when I was quite young, but I just didn't really understand or get any of it. It's just I remember the iconic like blood test scene.
I first saw it Halloween 2016. I was just trying to pick a horror film, so I put The Thing on, and I've watched it every Halloween since, except for except for this year and last year. So I've watched it twice. I watched it for 50% of every Halloween since, so I haven't really watched it for every Halloween since. But you know, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, no, that's a good tradition. Look at that shot there. Oh, it's such simple. It's such simple filmmaking.
Such simple.
That shot there, they used a random guy like who was like basically like outside or whatever, construction worker, to be the shadow, because they knew like film buffs, they didn't want any resemblance to anyone. So you don't know who it is. You don't know who it is. Yeah, so that's what they had to try and get that like put down, because you know so many people are like, who's this? You type in YouTube, like who is the first person? It's like this dumb bump in his hair here. It's literally not. He made sure that you can't tell who that is. You'll see here now with a helicopter as well.
They just torched the whole place.
You'll see it's wobbling.
Oh yeah.
That's Kurt Russell.
What, flying?
Yeah, it's so good. There's so many little funny like things about this film.
It's even funnier when you think like they are, like we're almost their age, and we'd be like, God, let us have a go on the helicopter. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. It gets with the we can get really. I like getting deep with this. It's just like pure isolation, like nothingness.
That's so cool though, because it instantly.
Claustrophobia. Yeah, look at that. That's so good.
And I do like how they're not. One of them doesn't go he cut himself. It's just like, you know.
Make him bleed. Yeah.
You know just by looking at it.
How much that, oh, that's just so good, that smoke reveal like that. Oh, it's just such good practical. You see the pop to it though, like as I said, with colours, if they all were wearing very bright colours as well, it'd blend, but it's just... Because as I said to you, what's brilliant about this at this point now already, when you remember, one of them is the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like that pan shot. When I first watched before, I was like, what's going on? Like, and you never realise really when it's happened, but it's already happened at this point. One or two of them could be the thing. I
remember saying, in watching the thing, the dog guy who plays the dog handler said, if the dog ever just stopped what it was doing, just looked like this, they were all just like, oh god, leave it alone, because they said that's the wolf instinct kicking in it, because it's half wolf, half dog, and they were just like, oh god. I'd love a dog like that, just half wolf. I'd ride it into battle.
Your steed. Oh, it's just so... This is my favourite. This is my favourite film.
Ever?
It honestly is. Yeah, definitely. Because it's just... I always think about it, because you know when you do little lists and you think, oh, what's my favourite film? It's just... This is always its first one. That's how I judge it. Whenever anyone says it to you, like random people you meet or people you know at work or whatever, it's always like, well, it's got to be the thing. And then you start naming others.
It's my favourite horror film, and it is definitely one of my favourite films. And like I said, it's definitely a perfect film. Oh, 420. I hate this bit though, because I don't like it when it happens to the dogs. Yeah, they all know.
So, that's so good for the time, 98. So you know them all screaming like that.
Yeah.
It's mainly, oh Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
The sound editor went up and down his block in Los Angeles, grabbed stray dogs, put them in his house, blacked out the windows, and went around smashing them and punching them to make them go hysterical. I'm being serious, that's how they got the noise.
So that would have been, if I was John Carpenter, it would have been like, why would you do that to the sound art guy?
Oh,
I would have been like, what's wrong with you? He looks like he's in like an indie band. The guy on the left now.
I always keep thinking that's a Shining reference up on the wall with the axe, because it's nod to Kubrick.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just think that is.
I think it's
especially it's like 2 years later, it's always up like that.
That fire extinguisher is a reference to Fireman Sam. Oh, look how gloopy it is.
This is what I mean by like how just good it looks. Oh god, the way it goes up their faces, it's just get your ass over here. So
this film is very much Among Us, the video game film.
You see what we're talking about?
It's just you say like Among Us. It's the.
How long were you alone with that dog?
Yeah, see, it's the doc mate's point here. It's the isolation paranoia just kicking in, like you don't know who it is.
I'd say the ice that's buried in is 100,000 years old, at least.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's good to think that when that spaceship lands at the beginning, like how many years ago was that? Hundreds and thousands of years ago. That thing has just been sitting in the ice.
This is already the part now. This is the Among Us.
I saw Fuchs vent in storage. I don't know if you'll get that, but
I don't get that. This is with him when he runs outside. Oh, the fuck! It actually scares me. It actually does. It's really creepy. God.
Oh. It's only apple juice. I thought it was gasoline.
Oh, scream. Carrie's just so good.
I like how the whole situation's calm. He's like in charge, but as soon as it starts kicking off, he just he just can't hack it.
He's like the captain of the camp almost, and then McCready has to step up.
The way it runs is like
it's literally just Doc, just like
you could have had like a little hee 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 laugh when the guy was running off. It's like Doc, he's just like hee hee hee. This guy's shooter. I like the way he shoots his gun though. It's like he's trying to throw the bullets. Like he's like no TV and no beer make Homer something.
Something. Give me the bat. Give me the bat.
He's killed the rest of the dogs.
Oh
no. He's like, get me in there.
It's horrible and it's sad, but
he's the smartest one.
That's what I said about Doc. Doc is being the smartest person right now. he knows that none of them, you know what I mean, they can't leave.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's slug. He's literally doing like an NPC in Red Dead and throws it. Oh,
oh, I'll kill you. Oh, he had the wrong end as well.
Yeah. Oh, Gary went in there. That tackle, you see that he shot for that. That Lara, like, Fox is out of it. Oh,
see his face.
Oh, it's hard to explain. That takedown was so realistic. You know, like when you see Fox, they bum us like that, and then McGreedy just got the punch straight in the air. That's
what a real fight looks like. Oh.
Gary! Hey, you guys, come here!
Jeez. Just something as simple as that is just horrible.
As soon as I'm finished, I return it right away.
Has he got a nose ring?
I don't remember that. Wait, what?
Yeah, did you see that?
What? Yeah.
He's having a 3/4 life crisis.
Don't listen to me, Mom.
He's got an earring. Charles has got an earring, but
yeah, but he's got that swagger.
Yeah.
He?
I got the same one in. I got mine on. Look at his nose.
He actually. What? I never remember that.
That's real, isn't it?
Oh, I don't like blood tests.
I think that's real. That bit, isn't it? That's a real injection.
Oh, do you know how funny it is? I'm really bad with blood tests. I do not even look at that. The thing is, the sleeping would be the issue. That is just.
It's such a sudden, like, just cut.
It's just cut, so he's got the noose ready.
You gotta let me come back in.
Yeah, go. I'm alright. I'm much better. That's what you said. Yeah, with Blair there, we're like, I'm much better now.
I think is that the thing talking maybe.
It's so good, isn't it? Like,
really does get the brain going. The brain. What should we do?
What the hell for? Because when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off.
Oh, that's such a creepy thing, isn't it?
It's just so good. Just those stationary shots with just like it there, you know, with just one object on, like, and it's just.
I find a line like that. When I left, I turned the light off. Is so much more creepier than a jump scare in any horror film these days.
I did see a really good theory that it has a heart attack because obviously he's a little overweight, but it's not a prime host. Do you know what I mean? And like, say he's in McCready now, and it's someone which is a strong leader. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he wants to get Charles on McCready.
Good.
Here we go. This is it. This is the most iconic scene in the film.
Oh, what is it for the noise? I can't remember what they do for the noise with it opening up. It's like.
Does it go like?
Yeah, they smack. I can't remember what it is. Ah.
Here we go.
Oh. Is that nose ring?
That's just a guy in a mask, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. And then this is just.
Oh, it's so good.
There we go.
Oh, it's me when I'm on my beauty sleep. That Norris spine head is insane. When you have such a good, like, someone working on the special effects and prosthetics or even animatronics as well, it's next level how good this film is and how it looks. I literally
I know.
love that. No, that's it. That's all raw reaction there, like windows there.
You gotta be kidding.
Me trying to kill a spider.
Imagine seeing that.
That's another split focus there. Oh. Do you know what? It's just so weird. Like, just when it's really small, you know, and he does so much. You don't need that much. You know what I mean? You could just do it like that. Look, just a tiny bit.
And especially do it on their thumb. I'd be like, can you just do it on the back of my arm?
He just bends.
And he does it on the top. He does it on the top. Oh.
Do you know what? It's worth watching, like, terrifying. You know what I mean? Look at his face afterwards. Like me, I'll be fainting on the floor, like having a seizure.
See, even them, they don't know. Even yourself, you don't know.
Yeah, that's a really good point there. That's what the pan there. Oh, it's so good the way he's talking. It just go. Oh.
And this
is so good. And that's just, look at
I know, just stuck next to it.
Gary just there, like. That is jet.
I forgot about that.
Oh, Oh, this was so good. It's all this like...
I just love
This
how...
was so good with the legs. Watch. So good. Look. Oh god, that always really stirs me.
So now you got to be like, you got to kill him, even though you were fine.
Chef sitting there. Then did you see him just like, just staring like, oh my god.
Can you hear the noise he's making?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. You can hear him like crying through it a little bit.
Is he even infected?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because his head was into him.
It still doesn't mean he got infected. He could have just had his head bit.
I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this couch.
That's so good.
See, there's only 20 minutes left of this film. It just goes like that.
Oh, it's.
That's why I said it's the perfect
if
film.
anyone's seen it before, this is such a recommend.
It is the perfect film. Like,
it's so good.
oh, that bass.
Oh, such a good shot.
Boom.
That's such a good panning shot.
This is just the same note over and over again, but it just adds just that dread.
I love shots like that because when you've got tracking, it just goes side, but panning, it will pan and go up, and then it went into like a POV shot as well. I love it how it like combines the shots like that.
Could have been Wilfred Brimley's.
Diabetes.
Yes, actually, yeah. Oh god, that's such a good set. Look at that. They don't even make sets like this anymore. You know what I mean? When it's like you see this like full centered shot, and it's like I don't know. It's sets even nowadays just don't even seem like this. Like.
Because in most horror films, it always ends with like a dramatic ending, as in like you have to fight the beast, and I hate that in horror films. Whereas in this one, it works because it's like, how else are you going to kill it? You have to fight it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He absorbs it, doesn't he, or something?
There it gets. Oh, look at that.
And the guy who made that is younger than me. Look
at that. Oh, you see that?
Make it CGI.
He was just like, oh god.
Hot.
Hot. Oh.
I thought that was McCready then, just jumping off the top, but it's like...
I thought they just like, yeet, just flying across.
It's just like... What a explosion.
What an explosion.
He's still got his whiskey. He's like, save the whiskey.
So this is a little interesting thing with it. This is like the biggest like fan theory is that he's got the bottle. He's either got the drink or another bottle, but it's filled with the Molotov. You know, Molotovs. Yeah. So when he passes it to Childs and he drinks it, he starts laughing because he's like, he knows he's the thing. I definitely know that John Carpenter has commented and said like it's your interpretation. There's no definitive answer of what's happened here.
Well, that's the point.
Love.
Yeah, because it makes you feel like you're in the squad with them. Like you're one of them, and you don't know who. See that bum bum.
There you go. Yeah. So that's the point, which is the fan theory, which I do kind of. Him smirking a bit. Look.
Yeah.
It's quite a solid one. It's not a bad one, but I just think it works so much better not knowing.
It's such a good ending as well. I know they wanted to do an ending where he gets rescued, but that would have been so bad.
No. This is the absolute perfect end.
There you go, just end.
And the music, yeah.
So the thing, Jack, go for it. Unleash hell.
As being just a massive horror fan, it's not even just horror, filmmaking wise, for what they had at the time, the budget. That is probably the best special effects that I've seen in film. Some of the shots in that as well, especially as you said, 22 years old. As just said, John Carpenter, this is his favourite film as well. It's just the perfect take on it. What the scary bit is throughout that, as I said, like when I was younger watching it, is that isolation and paranoia, not knowing what is what. It's such like a primal thing, being scared like that in a group of people and not trusting anyone. It's just I can't even really talk about it that much. It's just so. It's absolutely perfect. The acting, Kurt Russell, I'm so glad it's Kurt Russell. I just don't see anyone else being able to, even if good actors like Harrison Ford, That he would not be wrong.
No, I can't think of anyone.
It's just so good. It honestly is. It is honest. That is my favourite film ever. It honestly is. Might have been. I can't remember how many times I've watched that now. But everyone is It's not. I don't see. You know when you watch even you say it's an 80s film. You get 80s, 70s, 90s, and you get the cheesy corny. And you get that. It's not. They're all acting like. And I said the dialogue is perfect. It's real dialogue. It's like I don't trust him. Yeah, I don't trust him either. I get what you mean. Like it's talking like normal people instead of it being like the script isn't really structured and like it being too fancy. It's
just normal guys on a base.
It just feels like normal blokes, like me, you, Sam, everyone being stuck like that, and then this starts happening, and the paranoia kicks in.
Well, that's what helps you when you watch it. If you're, a normal geezer, you think like, what would I do in that situation? It makes you feel like, oh, it's here. They're not like, I don't know, highfalutin upper class gentlemen at a hunting game, and you're just like, oh, I can't relate to that. They're just a group of guys.
Yeah.
Because when I first watched it 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, when was your first? That was
4 years ago. Because I wasn't a horror fan then. I didn't watch horror films. When I watched it, I was just like, that's just an amazing film. And I was just like, that instantly has become one of my favourite films ever. And I said it's the perfect film. And I don't know what I'm going to rate it. I'll do my rating of 100. I don't know what I'm going to rate it out of 100. Because I wouldn't say it's 100 out of 100. But even though if it's a perfect film, I would definitely give it a 90.
Yeah, that's 90. I'll give it a 93.
93. Yeah.
There is some bits in it where it is like, as you said, not necessarily. It's good to have theories and stuff much, but you said like him having the heart attack. When you're asking tons of questions, it is a little bit like, it brings you out a tiny bit. But besides that, it's just
So The Thing, perfect film for me. Perfect start, perfect end, perfect middle. Acting is great, and as I always say, I love practical effects, and the fact that Rob Bottin is the same age as me, and he's doing that, and he's the star of the show. This is his film, I think. He's like the main guy.
So much better.
And it's just, that's why I give it. I'll change my score to a 91. I think did E.T. come out the same year as this?
I thought.
Yeah, so E.T. came out in 1982, and this came out in 1982. So if you go from watching the family-friendly comedy E.T. about a lovely alien who comes down to Earth, to then watch The Thing, which is about an alien coming down to Earth, a lovely friendly alien coming down to Earth wanting to give people a hug,
cute little doggo,
touching them like that, and except this one gets his hand stuck in your skin, the other one's finger lights up. So you go from that to The Thing. People will be like, oh, I don't like this. I want to see the one about.
Beautiful transition, I think.
Yeah, and I think that maybe affected it a bit, but yeah, that's The Thing. So
brilliant.
A 93 from Jack.
93 from me.
And a 91 from me. Anything else you want to add?
That's going to be hard to beat, I think. Definitely.
There's only 2 films I know that will beat that. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video and want to listen to the full commentary, be sure to press that subscribe button, as that will be released at the channel on a later date. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Links are below. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio.